Hello!
It wasn't even me this time.
I did the timing perfectly. I'm so happy. Look, Ollie, I lulled you into a false sense of security by saying Rutro.
There was no security. My internet provider was a secret agent. I was ready to go. You couldn't have interrupted me, and then I started dropping frames. It's all connected. It's a conspiracy
Absolutely
against
beautiful.
me.
Okay. All right.
Okay, boys, here's the situation. We're here for Star Wars Edge of the Empire Grey Market. It is what it is. And we're going to keep on going from whence we came last time. Hoomst has anything to say?
We need to roll
keep
light
going?
side points.
Yeah, that would be very
We
helpful, to be
probably
honest.
should roll light side points before we do anything else this time. I sometimes
I like
to do
that
a bit
you're
of a
saying
description
roll
first
light
time.
side points and not roll destiny, because that makes me feel like we're going to only exclusively.
Well, I'm going to tell you, there's two reasons why I said that. One is because we're going to roll nothing but light side points. Two is because I don't know the rules to this game.
Yes.
Anything is called.
Everything is named slightly
Like I
differently than
said.
you would expect.
Hey!
Ooh, probably did that too early.
That's fine. No, it's fine.
Is it? Is it?
Weirdly
Good.
enough, I'm prepared. I'm
Like
prepared
I
for
said.
anything, William.
Will, don't break the combo.
Oh, shit!
That's 6 light side points.
Bet y'all bitches didn't know I was a divination wizard.
Well,
Oh, I didn't mean to roll. Ignore
don't
that.
do that. You.
I
put it in
tried
the
to.
pool.
I tried to click sync and hit the wrong one. I didn't know there was an option for that.
And
Yeah,
now the
I
dark
clicked
side
it
grows.
differently.
Man, that was
Oh, hello.
some luck.
We have a kitty who's trapped inside at the moment because he's got an injury and he's not allowed outside. Come on. You coming up? You going to say hi to everyone?
We gotta pay attention to the cat.
This is the highest priority.
That is the highest priority.
Hello, cat.
Here we go. What's up?
Okay.
How's your head? He hurt his head.
Aww. Alright. Enough ore. Time for ore with an E. Last time, you actually went and saved Ronta Regal. Imagine an older Leia who's also fucking buff. She is an Alderaan rebel.
She headbutted a dude.
Important.
And killed him.
She did. Important member of the burgeoning baby rebellion, which hasn't really fully formed yet. And you saved her. You burnt down a house. You crashed a TIE fighter. You stole a TIE fighter. Not in that order. But the bad guy got away. But you guys got away, only slightly shot at.
Yeah.
You then went to the rebel base on Commonor's moon of Folor, and found it under assault by Imperial TIEs. You started taking them out.
Oh.
And
Fuck, now I remember.
let me just describe the scene somewhat, because there are going to be some changes to your regular programming. You've been fighting on the moon of Folor, and it's very moon-like. You know, it's a barren mess of craters, and you've been kind of fighting in what you could almost imagine as a drained sea basin, if there was ever water on this moon at some point. You know, a deep divot. Where you've been fighting and skimming, and I even described when you were fighting with the Imperial TIE Interceptor, but it skimmed close to the ground at some points. But you've been fighting off the other rebels here. The fighting for the rebels, defend the rebels. You've not been fighting the rebels, not yet. The rebels went back to their base, only to inform you through the communications that something is approaching. Now, I said before that it was coming out of hyperspace. There's going to be a soft retcon on that. Because you do see the large shape of a triangular ship approaching, but it's actually just burning fast over the moon, over this crater that basically the rebel base is in. You haven't even seen it yet because your scanners on your ship are garbage. You didn't even see this ship coming because the scanners on your ship are garbage.
I don't know why you keep saying that. It's like you want to remind us that the scanners on our ship are garbage.
They're literally garbage.
Your ship has very few weaknesses. One is the handling, which you just fucking ignore.
Yeah, that doesn't matter to me.
And two is its scanners.
I can't ignore that, though, unfortunately. We needed an astrogator.
Just a paper plate with like circles drawn.
That's
on it.
pretty much what it is. Yeah.
It's basically you guys looking out the windows. is your scanners. And when you do look out the windows, this large shape of a Star Destroyer-esque ship blocks the view of Commonor and lit up by the sun. So it does cast some shadow down into the crater. It is much smaller than the Star Destroyer that you encountered at Grey Market. It seems that it didn't actually drop out of hyperspace. It just kind of burned in from maybe defending the trade lines around Commonor. Much smaller, you know. It's only one silhouette size bigger than your ship. But your ship is actually quite large. If you want to give me a warfare check, Jack, who would be the person to know this, you can.
I will do it. I won't know anything, but I'll do it. Let me know when.
Please do.
Never mind, I know everything.
That's excellent. You know, you got to keep track of this kind of thing. You might not notice this about big Star Destroyers, because when you get to a certain point, you just got to keep away from them. When they get to a certain size, don't mess with them. But this is a Vigil-class Corvette. It is almost a baby Star Destroyer, is one of the best ways to imagine it. Visually, the main difference, other than the size, is that the control tower is merged with the hull. It's not a big stick-out weakness, which does make them hard to take down, but they are smaller. Small, shielded, armored ships that mostly go out to battle smugglers and pirates, and right now, starting to weed out the resistance, the rebellion, amongst the colonies and the Inner Rim, because it is quite a high quality, quite a modern ship. Very dangerous, not as dangerous as the Star Destroyer, but you actually are aware of a strategy that they often use, because they have quite a lot of firepower. They don't have hangars, though, so there's not going to be more star ties coming from them. But with the firepower, you know what they're going to do? They're just going to bombard this area with laser blasts, which isn't necessarily going to hit you, but is going to make it hard for y'all to escape. And this is literally when the static of the comm line kind of froze up with them asking, Aronta, you're on that ship. What do we do? What's our move? And Aronta Will, who's kind of in the cockpit with you, does kind of look and say, "You think we can get past this thing? We can zip past with everyone? All we need to do is get off the moon and get into hyperspace. They can't chase us."
Yeah, why not? Sure. This is gonna be an adventure. I'm gonna die. All right. Yeah, let's do it. All right.
Flick, flick, flick. Switch, switch, switch.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll initiatives.
Is this vigilance or cool? I feel like this one is probably vigilance as much as
I will
like
accept
that.
vigilance on this one because you were taken by surprise by this ship, and like that very brief conversation is while you're kind of planning what to do as a reaction, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while you're doing that, R5 and Aronta are actually they're straight up taking apart your communications relay and your hyper drive computer on this cockpit. You don't exactly have time to ask them what they're doing yet. But, this is why you be asking for vigilance. This is why you do it.
Let me go.
Yeah.
Let me fly away very quickly.
Oh shit!
That's excellent. So those are the rebels, and
That's
here
great.
is
Good.
the Imperial ship, which actually I believe is going to be one of these.
Okay.
Okay, I'm glad I rolled what I rolled.
Yep. This is
So-
this is a good swath of
So
rolls. We've got some sandwich.
the Vigil ship is currently medium range from you in planetary, interplanetary galactic space scale, which means it is high over the moon, but you are aware. one of the interesting things about it, I didn't even say this, it's upside down. Which you don't often see in space combat in the Star Wars universe. But it is actually upside down, it's topside facing the moon, because that's where all its heavy guns are. And it is just gonna
Makes sense.
fire down. You are aware, you are gonna be in its firing arc for a long fucking time. But not just you, the ships leaving the rebel base. At this point, because they got pretty good initiative, I will tell you that your scanners pick up one large rebel ship, like revving up essentially to leave, and then there are the 2 X-wings and another smaller ship. It's a very small. You can't even call it a fleet, you know.
Okay.
Let's get
All
the
right.
fuck out of Dodge.
Yep. You want me to go first? I'm assuming you want me to go first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to make a full throttle check at average difficulty, so I am going to suffer 1 strain to do that at average difficulty.
Yokely-dokely.
With my improved full throttle ability. So
What difficulty
I
is
just
that
have
going to
to.
be?
Pardon, sorry?
Is that at a difficulty?
It is at an average difficulty.
Which I believe is 2.
It is 2. That's correct. And I have to make a space check against that. So let me know when.
It's set up. You don't take any penalties because of your other pilot stuff.
So that's
Yes.
successful. So that means that our max speed is increased by 1 for 3 turns, or 3 rounds, I should say. And then I'm just going to take some additional strain here to get us moving, and start moving towards the rebel base.
Okay, you're gonna, essentially fly around where you see these pockets, these little what's-its showing up on your radar, right? You're gonna fly over
Yep.
them. Cool.
Yep.
When you get close, Aronta will even straight up point out, there is a very small, like, in an overhang of the caves of the crater, one of those very small, like, blast doors that you see opening up in a little blue glow of whatever technology keeps the atmosphere in. And you can see one large ship in the kind of almost hammerhead shape in Alderaan white, prepping to leave. While actually the 2 X-wings are just straight circling, right? They're already in the air. Excellent. Next is actually the rebels, so that's gonna be great. This is gonna be their big ship for the rebels. I have to wrangle so many things. I'm wrangling. Oh lord. Their Corvette is gonna throw them up to speed. This is the classic Corellian Corvette in a Alderaanian style, right? It's a long, tubular thing with a lot of engines at the back and a bridge at the front. And it just... And it also seems like it maybe hasn't seen the best days. It's slow, its handling is awkward. While it does have weapons on its dorsal fin, you wouldn't want to risk it because you would know, Jack, this thing is mostly filled with people. This is your people transport. You don't want to risk it. It most likely has several hundred people on it. A couple of hundred. Let's not go crazy. But that actually gets out of the hangar bay, which is good. Downside, now it's out of cover. Bad. But your mission is to guide it and the other rebel ships in a hyperspace.
Yep. And I can take some damage, so basically the idea is we're gonna try and block.
Shield it.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll allow
Shield
that.
it.
Next
Do we have a way to put our shields on top of our ship and just?
They kind of are like, so if you have it on the 4, it's like covering the top half of the 4.
I guess we could we could
we got 2 of the
angle
4
ourselves.
So we should be, we're pretty much as covered as we can be.
Yeah,
right
exactly. You face forward towards the Star Destroyer over the Corellian Corvette. The rest of the rebels, joining them is 1 Y-Wing that gets out of the station. So 2 X-Wings, 1 Y-Wing, 1 Corellian Corvette. They are just going to kind of draw in formation, and this is at the point where you see, it comes in through the communication line that All hyperdrives are linked. All we need is the issue from one command. When we're all out of orbit. Just so the fleet can move together.
Great.
Next is the bad boys. Bad boys. What you gonna do when they shoot down at you?
You can see the poor. He's
Oh.
got his little cut on the head. He's being
Your
exceedingly
baby.
cuddly today. Like, I can't move my hands without him just headbutting my hand entirely. I'm currently putting my hand in between my keyboard and him because if I don't, his paws are just like slam on the keyboard.
My cat is very similar to this. She doesn't need a reason.
Oh, and he's up. What are you doing?
He's going. Well, you know who else is going? It's the Empire! Exactly as you expected, Jack. You know, the ship is upside down. Major main guns down. All the dorsal mounted turrets just start. Heavy turbo lasers blasting down to the moon's surface. It does kick up quite a lot of moon dust and chunks of rock that just into the gravityless environment, essentially, right? It's actually just zero fucking risk of them shooting you. They actually make a maneuver that I can't even remember the name of, that is going to be a risk if you want to move closer. Which, unless you make a very... the danger being, you either stay very close to the ground where all these explosions are happening, or you move closer. Next is one of you.
Okay. I imagine shooting is probably not an option.
If you have a medium range gun, it is, but I don't think you do.
Hold on. Let me look.
You might.
He's literally stepping on my keyboard.
No, we only have short. So.
Okay. So, what can I do to support? But it probably want to be Gratz anyway.
Right now
Consult the maneuvers chart.
we do still have 3 hull trauma. So we're 10%.
Okay.
We're 10% damage. So
I can go try and do the physical fixing.
Annual repairs.
Yeah.
Hard
Let me go jury rig it for you to fix later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's athletics, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
a hard athletics check. I have set it up.
Cool.
Cool. Nope. Black dice is back. It wasn't there initially.
Okay, so minus
So
one of those
minus
threats.
one threat. That's
Yeah.
fine.
That's not that bad. We can math. This is fine. We have all played physical.
Shall I take that as strength?
Yes. Let me just check something real quick.
Starship combat is tough with threats. The main thing is like.
I didn't
slow
get
down
2.
1 point.
If I got 2, let me put that -1 back on my sheet. I don't know. It's completely reverted back to there's one dice
So-
that's wrong.
What I'm going to do is that's going to essentially reverse the almost pretend fake maneuver I let you have of positioning over the Corellian Corvette, where you rush down the back of the ship, you start smacking the engine to make sure that everything's going first, because the engine is starting to overheat because you're pumping it too hard, and it just kind of splutters and stalls, which allows the Corvette to kind of butt out from under you, which is not ideal.
I let too much coolant in.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, how much trauma does that heal on the hull? Is it just 1?
It
just
should
don't
be
know
the
the
amount
rules,
of successes, but let me check. I've got
So
it
one,
open
yeah.
right here.
I know it's at least 1, but
1 point, yeah. It's 1 plus 1 for each 2. So this you reduce a very
Nice.
low amount by doing this.
That's fine. That's
Still
still
very
better than
I mean,
nothing.
it's better than nothing, yeah. You're patching it up. You never
I'm
know when
gonna
you might
bring
need
up
that
the
one.
actual sheet to see what other things I can do. for the
Gratz,
next turn.
you're last. To explain the scene again, you are over the rebels.
Yeah.
Corellian Corvette is trundling out over the moon. The surface of the moon is being basically fragged into the air by this bombardment from the Star Destroyer with its turbo laser batteries. You need to escort them out.
Beneficial thing for me to do is just going to be to boost the shields.
Yeah.
On the side facing the Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Front shields is the plan.
Yeah. Which I think
Hard
is a
check. I've got it set up.
Let's see. Lit.
This will cause a strain on the ship.
Yes, the ship takes 1 strain.
Shields go up by 1.
Are boosted by 1.
And you've
Okay,
got
4
1
shields now at
advantage
3.
there. Do you want to do anything with that?
I'm just gonna pass that along. That's it.
Okay.
Excellent. Top of the round is assumedly Jack.
Yep. So they said they were good to jump. So if we just
They're not good to jump. They are in no
they're-
ways good to jump. You have
That's-
prepped
okay.
to jump once you are out of the gravity well.
okay,
You are not
gotcha.
out of the gravity well of the planet. You need to first
Yes.
get out of the crater and then away
I
from
was
the
gonna
moon.
say it seemed like they were jumping the gun with that. So that
No,
makes perfect
what they have
sense. So
done right
they've
now
linked-
is
they've
linked
linked.
the
Got it.
Navi computers and astrogation so that everyone will jump to the same place, wherever that will be. Right now, it's jump.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'm gonna. What do you guys think? Should I fly at the Star Destroyer?
You know what? I think that you're in the pilot seat, so you can make that decision all on your own.
Sure, why not? Let's fly at the Star Destroyer.
What
I
the
know,
fuck are you doing?
and because we're still going max speed right now at 4, so we're just charging it. I wanted to get into close range. Is the idea?
How far can you move at 4 speed?
It's a good question.
There's a chart.
I'm trying to. I'm looking for it right now. Sorry.
I'm also looking for something evil.
Evil.
226.
Some rocket tear got in my eye. No.
R.I.P.
Well, I'm like minorly allergic to cats. I'm perfectly fine until hair gets in my eyes. You're gonna see this eye go very
I
red
actually
very
need
quickly.
to do an evil thing that I totally forgot to do.
Okay.
Oh, what am I missing?
That actually means the barrage is not as effective as previously stated.
Oh,
Nope,
neat.
what's
So it's not going to give them any kind of defensive bonus.
Okay. I'm just trying to find this chart, and I can't find the chart for how far we can move.
Speed 4. One
yes.
starship maneuver to move within close range of a target or object, or to move from close to short or short to close.
Great. We're gonna move to close range.
So it's 2 to
short range.
to move from
Short range, pardon me.
medium to close. So you're going to need 2 starship maneuvers. So you're going to need to take strain or have
No,
Gratz help you out.
I'm just gonna move the 1 to short range because that gives us our concussion missiles, and
Oh,
our tractor
okay.
beam projector.
Okay.
Those 2 things are in short range. So basically, I'm trying
the
to.
way this is worded is Garbo. Let me look at some
Okay.
things.
Because basically the idea is that I want to get us close enough that on Voka's turn he can start firing with the concussion missile.
That's
right?
it, because close range is its own thing here. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
short range.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
getting confused.
We'll get bonuses for firing on them because of the silhouette difference, won't we?
No, it's not that big. It's only
Oh,
one
okay.
silhouette bigger than you. So, it ain't going to be that bad. That strong.
Yeah.
Rocket, that is my mouse.
Excellent. So, yeah, you get
I'm-
up short range. Perfect.
Yeah. Cool. That's my turn.
So you're flying, you're weaving between the barrage down this planet, but this is child's play. So Jack, in the frickin' chunky Thranta, weaving evasive maneuvers through the turbo laser barrage. Thing is, it's predictable, right? You can kind of tell the formation they're doing it in, the timing of the blasts. It's quite easy to dodge through it. After you is one of the rebels. Just going to be the Corellian Corvette, which is going to start moving out of the... who's it? I actually need to look at the skills of a rebel pilot. I don't know how skilled they are.
Who knows? While we're flying towards and while you're figuring this out, Gratz, you shouted, "What am I doing?" Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Jack wouldn't have
did
responded
happen.
at first, and he would have just, he was flying up there, and then he'll turn back and just say, "Well, we got to distract him somehow. So, Voka, you should prep yourself. We're gonna need to fire those missiles soon.
Got it.
Thank you for prepping the shields because we're gonna need them."
Yeah, and even though you're
This is
evading
gonna be
pretty well,
fun.
the shields are still flaring at the front of the ship, going towards this Star Destroyer shooting down at you. I need to look up the things for going through dangerous space terrain. Dangerous space terrain. Dangerous space terrain. Okay.
What?
Flying through a fracturing comet. Close enough. It's gonna be one of these bad boys, bad boys. Corellian Corvette.
That is successful. That's
It's doing
beautiful.
fine. It's doing fine. It's going slow. You know, it's actually only at 1 speed right now. It's trucking along, quite literally. Trundling. All of its engines not quite powered up yet. And even then, you know this thing isn't that fast. So it going slow. It actually should have had an extra black dice on there, so I am gonna just roll that real quick. Nothing. Great.
Sounds good.
Because it's got bad handling. So it's trying to trundle through. There are the explosions of the barrage on the moon that are, they're going to be clattering into the shield of the thing, but it can take it quite easily, That's not really going to be a problem against a big Corvette.
They need a skilled jockey at the helm so they can ignore those handling penalties.
They
That's,
do.
real problem.
What is going to be next is going to be the Star Destroyer. Excellente. The Vigil class Corvette Destroyer.
Just so you know, currently we have 3 shield facing it.
Oh, 3?
Yep.
I thought your ship usually only has 1 shield. Wait a minute.
Nope. We usually
in the
have a
front?
total of 3, and we had 2 in the fore and 1 in the aft.
I've got to check this. I don't want no shenanigans here.
No, that's fair. That's just what the... Oh, God.
You might have buffed it last time and not taken it down.
No,
my-
I don't. We
my
haven't buffed
instinct.
it
No,
since
that is
the
right.
first
Excellent.
one.
So you have 3 shields at the front of the ship.
Yeah,
That's
it's
really
a beefy
good.
boy.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
mean, that's
beefy-
the point.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. What are you going to do? Ship. How are you going to deal with this? I think it's just gonna start.
So, anyways, I started blasting.
So I started blasting. That's not a Dan DeVito. I don't know who that man is.
So
It's
it
gonna keep
started
shooting at you with its main turret barrage. No, it can't. Slow firing 1. That's why it has to. Okay, it's going to use its smaller ones. So that's actually great. The barrage stops. As you're flying up, you're like, what are you doing? The barrage does stop as it, it's got to kind of recharge, cool down, all that sort of thing. Smaller turbo laser blasts. Actually, these are just heavy lasers. What's the difference? Ask George Lucas. It is going to start
One's
shooting
turbo.
It has...
extreme.
You can't make a laser go faster.
It's gonna be shooting down. I'm actually gonna have minion rules buff the skill here. It's gonna have a mighty 3 black dice because of your shields. And there's no dark side points, so
Ha! We're just gonna hoard them and not use them the whole session.
Right. That's honestly not a bad idea.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a valid tactic.
that's a failure.
And
That's a really fucking good weapon. Holy shit.
Oh my god!
to boost our shields more.
We have the strain to spare right now on the ship, so. Yep.
That's what she's good for.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
I am giving her all she's got, Captain.
Yeah, that's gonna be some chunky strain on that ship right there. You know,
Beautiful.
you can just imagine the commander on this ship going, "Fire everything at that junker!" And you're just weaving through it. You know, this is not so much them failing to shoot. This is you dodging them very effectively, because those turbo lasers are firing a lot. It is pretty amusing how it went from the to the pew, 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 like lines of laser fire. But you're clean and easy. You're clean and sleazy. You're great. Next is the other rebels, who are they going to support you? Do you need the support? I don't think so. You're kind of distracting them so that everyone else can get away. So they are going to just kind of continue a defensive perimeter around the Corvette. And next is one of y'all.
Okay. Now would be the time to shoot them.
Yep, yep. So like, if I could like full on sprints into the seat and does that like slightly spin too far, and then gets back to like.
It's also of note, you know, you're staring down this Vigil Corvette because you're just going straight for it. You got the windows, and it's like slowly, you know, like righting itself so it can fight properly.
Man.
Okay.
If you want to attack it, it's going to be a regular difficulty.
Yep, so forward-mounted concussion missiles.
Those are the ones. Now they're slow firing, so next round I gotta get us in close range. But
Yep. Just gunnery?
Just gunnery.
So, fun fact, since the last time I fired these guns, I've upgraded. Oh, I'll take it!
So what you can do with a crit, not only does it hit, but it's an automatic critical hit.
that's
If
awesome.
you wish, if you want to use it. We haven't been doing that for triumphs because I didn't know that was a thing. But this can just be an automatic crit. So how much damage does this gun do? First of all,
It does 4 damage with a 6 crit. It has a breach of 4 and a.
I was gonna say, does it have any
Blast of
breach?
3.
Because this thing is heavily armored, but it is gonna breach through.
I just gotta let the cat out. He's been going.
I will get up the critical hit. Oh, I heard that kitty cat. I will get up the critical hit space crit chart.
Oh, good.
Space crit.
Yeah. So the
That's correct.
crit is 6 according to this.
That doesn't matter because you got a triumph. So it's usually
Oh,
hard to
cool.
crit, but you got a triumph. A triumph can A triumph can always crit or always trigger an ability. So if this is linked and you want to use that, you can do that instead. But I thought it might be cool to do a crit because
So
you're fighting
let's do a
fighting a
crit.
bigger ship. You want to see
Yeah.
what a crit can do.
So,
I am
does
excited.
that mean if I like if I get a triumph on my heavy thing, I can trigger auto fire?
Yes, you can.
Fucking
So,
dang!
please roll for me a D100, Tesh.
D100.
You've been rolling high on the crits.
Ooh!
Okay. Oh, that's absolutely
Whoa!
perfect. So you're charging at it, you're shooting, and this is just a towards the ship, just shooting full barrage with the missiles, and the missile just hits perfect in the right place, and you see energy crisscross across the top of the Vigil Corvette as its shields go down.
Oh shit! See,
Particularly,
this is
it's going to be its port shields, whichever one's the left, space left.
yeah.
While all the other shields do go down, the shields on its port side are completely down.
Nice. See, this is what Vodka needed. A fight where vigilance was the thing.
Yep.
He doesn't think well. He acts on instinct well.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay.
Gratsy boy.
So, Grats, what do you want to do? Ship's gone down. The ship's shields have gone down. Enemy ships. Your shields are perfect. More than good. But they will power down next round.
I was going to boost the shields, and I think what I'm actually going to do is... Where is it on here? I'm going to try to jam them just because I don't want them to call for help.
Smart.
That's a good idea.
That is smart.
Which is an average computers check.
Give me a second. I gotta get my computer.
Because they probably very much went from, oh, this is easy fight to, oh.
Yeah, what they
was
weren't
that?
expecting was a fucking, like, space junker to just charge him.
Yeah.
Like, full pelt towards him.
We're going to die
jamming.
today.
You want to jam?
Hey, I mean,
It's
we've
all set
got
up
the
for
shields
you.
down on one
Go ahead.
side. That's really fucking good.
That's beautiful. That is.
So they need to make an average computers check. I don't think they have extra
But is it
skill.
harder because you got 3 successes?
It is one more harder
It is
than it
one
would
more
be.
harder, you're right.
So they have to make a hard computers check to use their comms.
That's what they would do if they take an action, right?
If they want to use their comms, yeah.
If they want to use their comms. Yeah. Okay.
On a ship
cool.
like this, it's not necessarily going to be their action. There's someone in their comms
There would be a
team.
guy.
Yeah.
There are like
There's
50
some
people on the bridge.
intern
They got to do.
having a hard fucking day. Okay,
Yeah.
top of the round. Your shield boosts to the front of your ship have gone back down to its regular, still really good shielding.
This is
You
our
are still
last
front
round.
facing.
Yeah.
on
This
it.
is our last round of 4 speed as well. Just as a,
Ooh.
so I will be putting us into close range.
Okay.
And I will also be taking some strain to take a second action, which is specifically to fire the front, like the little itty bitties on the front,
Baby guns.
the baby guns.
The baby guns on the front or the turrets? Because the turrets are smaller than the front mounted gun.
Yeah,
It's really less damage.
the turrets
The-
aren't linked.
The turrets are not whatever are the ones that are stationary, because Voka needs to fire the bigger ones because
You're gonna
they
fly.
can only be fired once per round.
Okay,
So-
sure.
Yeah.
All right, big gun, front mounted, whatever's.
Yeah. No,
Is
what,
it the
you-
forward-mounted
you-
medium laser cannons? Is that right? No, those
no,
are the
if your gunnery is less than mine, you fire the turrets because they
Okay.
do. Yeah, they do
turrets
a
aren't
little more
linked.
damage, but linked means if I hit with one, I'm likely to hit with the other. So I fire them both at the same time, essentially.
Okay. They both
Yes.
are linked. Both of these guns are linked.
Oh shit! They are. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
Oh, never
so-
mind. Then you fire the forward mounted. Yeah.
I'll fire the forward mounted. Let me know.
You're in close range. Let me
Yes.
get up the thing. There's a
Oh,
thing.
ion as well. That's the turrets are ion.
Yes, they are.
Didn't know
Actually,
that.
that doesn't matter on this ship, does it? Yeah. So it's
Their
just a
shield is
regular
down
average.
currently too, right?
Their shield on this side is down, so there's no
Beautiful.
black dice.
That's good news.
Yeah, you're clean and easy. Clean and
Alright.
sleazy.
All right. I don't roll this from the Thrant. I roll it from my own sheet.
You roll it
Alright.
from the Thranter. No.
Does it matter?
Roll it from your sheet and then just take the
Yeah.
stats.
I
from
roll
the
it.
Thranter.
Yeah, I roll it from
then
my.
it's gonna
Okay,
make sure it's your
I'm a
gunnery.
little bit worried about the way that these
Yeah,
sheets run
you're
sometimes,
right,
so it's
you're
just
right.
let's. That's
Hey.
not too bad.
I mean, that's a hit.
Double-sided.
What's the damage and the breach and
Uh,
stuff?
there is no breach, but so it's no defense and it's just 3.
Okay,
but
that-
it's also linked. So 3 damage and linked.
Oh, it is
Linked isn't
one.
going to do anything if you don't get any advantages.
Oh, is that-
two advantages
Yeah,
to
linked
choose.
is
that
based
how it
off of an
works?
advantage.
Oh,
yep.
it's
Just
oh,
like
it's auto fire.
It is auto fire, aside from you don't have to declare your auto firing most of the time.
Yeah.
cool.
Those guns, noisy at the front, do not get through the armor of the Corvette,
Yeah.
not even slightly. In fact,
Okay.
ho, you've even got some bad boys.
Mhm. They just gonna fire back?
They are
Yeah.
with the little gun. Are they gonna do that, or are they? You know what? I must research.
Yeah, they can only use one of each of their guns once per round. So if they fire their big guns, they can't do it when they're chasing us. So that actually might be, in theory, better for us, depending on what they do. I'll be very interested to see.
It does change a lot which one's which. I just need to check something else. You start shooting at it, and that puts you in. At this point, the Corvette, the Vigil, has completely righted. You can even see the little red alert beacons kind of glowing on its hull, which at the moment is glowing mostly orange from the Commonor, a desert planet, illuminating it. It kind of waits until you weave around, and it is going to fire its tractor beam at you.
Man, I can't wait for us to also fire our tractor beam at it. And then we'll just forever be linked.
Okay.
I feel like that's a poor choice.
No dark side for me?
No,
So that's fine.
none. Oh, what a
None
tragedy.
for me. Ooh. So this is great. You do that firing line and you're like lining up for Voka to take a shot. And you just feel the whole ship like everything is knocked over.
Oh my god.
You are just secured, completely in place from a beam coming from the front arc of the Vigil. And it's a tough tractor beam too. This is a powerful one. So much so that even, you know, your engines are burning hard, and you know, this is actually the thing that's going to essentially time out your engine boost, because it's just as you're being held in place by the blood beam. After that, we got the good boys, the Corellians, who are just going to... I have to remember so many maneuvers. Combat on land is so easy. It on ground is tough as hell. These are the wrong maneuvers. It's not the tumor. Okay. I think it would make more sense for the Corvette at the moment is going to be speeding up, so it doesn't actually leave the crater yet, and leave orbit yet, because it needs to speed up first. It needs to rev its engines up to full throttle, all that kind of thing. Next is the bad boys. Bad boys. With you held perfectly in place, not even exactly in front of the ship, you're like in front and to the side right now, because you're like trying to hit its side with the shields are down. You just see, as you kind of like check all the cameras on the ship, big old turbo laser batteries turning towards you.
Now, we do still have 2 shields on our 4, which we are facing them presently.
Yes.
At the very least, they're holding us dead on for like for my
Exactly.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, we don't have the concussive missile.
Concussion missile. I totally forgot to give them a blue dice from their double advantage like 3 turns ago. So I'm going to grab that now.
I mean, this...
I gotta pull all I can here.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's a hit.
That's fine.
That's great. So and that's a good one too, because your shields take a lot of that brunt.
Mm-hmm.
But they are going to pierce
armor
through. This is damage 9, breach 2. So you take 7 damage.
7. Cool.
Actually, you take 8 because there's 1 extra damage, isn't there?
Yes.
Because it's 2. Yeah. So you take 8. But you know that those can't fire again. Once they've done pistoning like this. Excuse me. Who squished my head?
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
I haven't been looking at chat. I've been donked.
It's super squished.
And that's gonna be them. And this is, you can almost see into the using your aft cameras. You can almost see into the control room of this ship. Them celebrating. They caught you. They've got you in their net like a spider to a fly. Question is, do you want those X-Wings to help you out? Or just continue defending the Corvette? I would have them continue flying through the Corvette, securing the path.
Whose turn is it next?
Next is going to be one of yours. Voka or Gratz's.
Okay. Can you shoot at them right now?
I assume so,
yeah. You're still facing them. You're suspended facing the front of their ship.
And then after
I am shooting
the rebels, and then after the rebels, it's
The rebel, you know, the rebel, you know, the other rebel pilots aren't really doing much unless you actually want them to assist in the fight against this.
Right, but we have two. So we have 2 turns coming up then. So it's you
Yeah.
and then one of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then you can shoot them. It doesn't matter if I go first or not. So you might as well fucking shoot them. And see
I might give you a plus on the fixing of the ship.
And you're still facing the side that has no shield.
Yep. And actually realized this weapon, other than the breach part, is like one of our highest damaging things. 4 damage with linked. So let's hope I can get a link fire.
All right.
Ready? Or
Yep.
do you want me to light side this? It would give him a dark side though. So
nope.
yeah, leave
Nope.
it.
Ship's gonna take a strain.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna try
I
do
go to
something.
fire and they're just like,
Yeah.
that's all right.
There's like just a
fine.
blast from them, and then steam and energy and all that kind of thing.
I want to try to do something that is going to pretty much require me to get a triumph.
Oh, good.
Do you guys care if I use a light side point for this? Because then that will give me a real good chance of maybe having it happen. If it's a computer.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, why not?
Go for it. Yeah,
Okay. You're welcome.
we got to start using them eventually.
Okay.
What
I'm
are you
going
gonna do, boy?
I'm gonna try to slice them, and if I get a triumph on this, I can disable their weapon systems, i.e., the tractor beam.
Yep.
Yes.
That is.
So what difficulty should it be?
3, so hard.
Nice.
It's an attempt to hack the ship. So if I succeed, it lowers the target shields by
Okay,
1. So
okay.
on the side that it has shields, it will still do something.
Make
but
sure. Brain. Upgrade it on your end. I've set the difficulty.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Ugh. Still got a
So
success.
Just a
success lowers the shields by 1.
Success.
All over.
Ah, disgusting. Alright, so their shields are lowered by 1.
So that's interesting, because their shields were already lowered by 1 everywhere, and they had 2. And this is actually going to cause something.
Oh
I just need
shit!
to get to it. Yeah, it's a
Did
kind of
we
a side
fucking blow up
effect.
their
It's a kind of
shields?
side effect of this crit that you caused. That if their shields are lowered even more, yeah.
Huh.
So what happens? You hack it, and you're really aiming for the gun battery, but you know all this Arabesh alien language sort of comes up on the shitty little laptop that's plugged into the fucking trying to control panel, all that
The
kind of thing.
pop-up pops
You don't
up.
really know what you're doing. You just disable mainframe, hacker man, and you just press enter, and the tractor beam is still powered on, but you see some lights on the other side of the ship go down, and you actually cause it to take 4 points of system strain, which on a ship like this,
Oh shit!
in this kind of battle, is essentially its health.
I just looked to Jack and go, well, I did something.
Yep.
Actually, its system strain isn't its health in this kind of battle. It has less strain than health, so it is really suffering.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You know, we might want those guys to come help. We might be able to kill this thing. It's got no shields.
Jack,
Be able to.
you're in the tractor beam. It is a difficulty 4 check to try and get out of this beam.
Piloting?
Oh, yes.
What do you fellas think? Should I go for
Oh
it?
hell yeah!
Oh, hell yeah. It's all I can do this turn if I do it.
I say go for it because I can always fire again with something. But
Okay.
like, if
Sure.
you can get us out, that saves us a lot more.
Use a light side point.
Yeah?
Fuck it.
Yeah.
All right,
We've
sure.
opened the Pandora's box of giving
Sure.
him 1. We might as well
Yeah.
start using them.
Okay, I've upgraded on my side.
I would never do such a thing.
Let me know.
you
when-
Go
literally
ahead.
wanted to do it before.
No, I
That's
don't want
success
Yeah.
with an
That's a
advantage.
success and an advantage. I don't know how you do it. It's something to do with angles, something to do with getting the right vectors, but you just flare up the engines and yank free of the tractor beam.
I like
There's
the
like a
idea that
flicker.
we just quickly use our tractor beam to just
Oh,
them and just go, nope! and then
Yeah,
pop
yeah,
out.
exactly. They have to do something to counter it, which powers it down just enough for you to wheel to the side in this big frickin' tanker.
we do one of those like
Yeah.
the spin to the side things or maneuver that's in every flying game.
That's a neat trick.
Right. That's my turn.
Cool, that's good. That is very good.
Spinning.
In this time, the Corellian Corvette can actually, because the barrage isn't going down, it can actually get out of range of the moon,
Gravity well?
essentially. And it will actually, once it's nice and safely out of range, it's gonna blast at the Vigil class. That's right.
This better not be like a ha, you forgot about us. Oh shit. Moment.
Maybe.
It's gonna be real sad when it hits us instead with a critical failure. And
It's actually shooting at the front, but all of its shields are down. So that's
All of
probably
its
why
shields
it's
are
worth
down.
taking this shot. Baboom.
Oh! Okay. Everyone join in the fight. We're killing this thing.
The thing is, this is a big ship. Although it's a baby Star Destroyer, it's still a huge ship. So it takes that shot. This is frickin' the front of the Corvette just has one big turbo laser battery, and it's just like one stream of blast at the front of the ship, sending little explosions up, breaching its armor, doing massive damage, and also doing a crit. Why don't you, Gratz, because there's never going to be any other time where you're going to be able to do it, roll me a D100.
It's true. I have
Plus
not yet
10.
fired a single shot, and I plan to never
So
shoot.
it's a
this entire
D100
game.
plus 10.
right, because it's the second crit. Oh, beautiful.
43.
Ship suffers a tailspin, so they shoot at the front of the ship, and it just starts like weaving out of control because the shields usually take the brunt of the kinetic energy, right? So the actual like force of this powerful turbo laser barrage that end up doing 10 freaking damage just sends the ship flying out of the way, kind of showing you its underbelly.
Oh, good.
But next is them. They are.
So funny.
They're gonna try and clear the tailspin first. Understandably. It's not hard, but. Am I dumb? Or has Roll 20 just crashed? I think my Roll 20's crashed. So you know what? As your ship's taking a tailspin, because it's going to take forever to fix, this is a great
there
time
it
to...
goes.
Oh!
Oh, fuck.
We'll deal with that next time. We'll be back in a moment. Give us a couple of minutes.
No.